Or the Emperor is right. I did not even get to... Actually, we're going to start with a little bit airbrushing, so this is actually fun. What is up? What's up, Former? How are we all doing today? Day where it was not even supposed to look like this. But I did a goof. And now we're here. Painting Bladeguard. We should be drawing. So, to catch everyone up as to what's going on, we're supposed to be drawing emotes and stuff today, which, by the way, the emotes we drew yesterday are now all finally active, or subs, at least for the next 5 to 6 weeks. While Twitch decides to, whenever Twitch decides to give me the instant upload thing and allows like normal, like just followers to have subs, not subs, emotes. My camera's all effed up right now all of a sudden. Hold on. Just everything technical can go wrong today. That's fine. It won't stop me. It won't stop me. I shall not be deterred. Why is that so loose? What's that loose on? That's loose on there. Hold on. Oh, I hit a button. Turn on. Ah, there we go. Hold on, we're gonna be okay. Now, if only I could get you to sit over there. Actually, I can. Bear with me. This is temporary. There we go. Okay. Oh, I hit this in the process. Good. Okay. Also, pardon me, but I've got millions to paint. This is a shirt in the merch store. Command merch. Or, actually, I think my commands might still be broken. Hit the basictabletop.com/shop link. That'll get you there. Alright, I think we're good now. I think, want this zoomed in a little bit? No, actually, I think that's fine. I think it's okay. What's up, guys? I didn't even remember. You are over there. Not over there. I'm over there. That's on. This is going. Cool. So, we're gonna be, thinking about priming the Bladeguard base. And, what happened was, so we're supposed to be drawing today. Oh, hey, Simmer. Oh yeah, so normally on Tuesdays, I would be on my tablet drawing, like channel assets, like emotes and badges and stuff, as well as merch designs. For, like, t-shirts, like this one. Or mugs, like this one. Better camera angle. Warning, this is a coffee mug, not a brush rinse cup. Or this shirt. Pardon me, but I have minis to paint. And it's got like a painting a dude on a handle. However, in a whole, I don't know, my giant flying spaghetti monster mess of wires I have over here, my tablet's apparently been unplugged for days. So it's completely dead. And I found this out about an hour before the stream. So, and the way that I would be streaming it is setting it up with an HDMI cable into its charging thing. So it doesn't really actually charge. So, might have it for next stream. Might happen for later this stream. But it's not available right now. So, we're gonna continue working on the Bladeguard for the time being, so you guys still get your content. Whatever that may be. It just won't be me drawing, it'll be me painting. So, that's the whole situation with that. How are you doing? I think this is still filled with cleaner. It is. All right, we'll get that filtered out there. So yeah, we're gonna be priming the base I made yesterday that's now cured for the first Bladeguard. I think it's a pretty cool base, honestly. Probably should have saved that base, or an idea that cool of a base, for the sergeant, in reality. Also, sorry that the airbrush sounds and I'm getting the moisture out of the insides gets picked up. It's actually quite loud. Yeah, I think that's everything in there. Alright, so. Good, how are you? I am overall fine. No, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good, I think. I'm not super exhausted. What is this? What is this tag on Discord? Who's pinging me? Oh, it's just an... I gotta suppress all the ad ever. Because I keep seeing them on stream and I'm like, is someone pinging me? No. No, okay. Moving on. I'm a little frazzled just because I don't know, just jumping from one really complex thing to the next like all day. I was earlier resetting up. Do I have to buy more black primer? What's this? I think that's gray. No, I think it's black. That's gray. This is black. Okay, I do have more black. Just we're fine. I was resetting up what's called an expert advisor. Also just called an auto trader bot for a Forex account for testing. First time using one of those things, and it's weird. But if it works, it'll be great, because I can more or less set and forget it. So like it's trading right now. A demo account, it's not real money, but it is doing stuff for me to consider how effective it is, even right now, while I'm streaming, while I'm painting. And the idea is, I get to the point where it's mostly successful, I put real money into it, and it starts making me money while I'm doing this, and I just check it at the end of the day, and, you know, make minor adjustments if necessary. Which I really gotta get back to learning trading in general, so I know what adjustments to make, but, you know, I mean, all in good time. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while now, just, I had this other contract as well as streaming that was just taking up all my... Now that other contract is gone, so... It's done. Out of here. Been on my desk for 2 years. And please, get out and let me move on to other things. I don't like sitting on single projects for a very large amount of time. If it's not something that grows, I don't wanna spend a massive amount of time on it. Okay. So, it's primed. Now it needs to be base coat, which means I put a lot of primer into it, so I gotta pour all that back in. Thing. Get black paint all over my hands, which is great because I'm cooking later. My knife for dinner for the fam. Current idea, I've got some cube steak thawing right now. I'm thinking a steak stir fry. This is relatively low mental effort, just I gotta chop up a bunch of veggies. Pull out the wok. Love cooking with a wok. Real simple, you just throw everything in and wait till the fire does its work. A fair bit of stirring. Where's my Xbox on? It'll be on right now. I left it on all night? No. Must have hit that at some point. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling like crazy. Yeah, I'm so frazzled and distracted. I just grabbed like the other giant bottle primer. I was prepping to throw that in the airbrush. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just scattered. I'm scatterbrained. That's okay. That'll calm down once I actually get to painting. And do just one thing for more than 20 seconds. Like, I feel like my mind is set to max lateral. And it needs to be more linear right now. So yeah, that was me rambling about how I'm insane for 10 minutes straight. What else is on the docket? I suppose for anyone that doesn't know what I'm doing exactly, I'm taking army paint or matte black and I'm putting a coat or two on top of the black primer. Not just because it's actually a richer black, but also it will help seal the primer in and make a definitively good, you know, starting point for everything else to be attached to going forward. Which is good, because this is actually going to be just the texture paint, and then a wash, and a dry brush, and then another wash. Like, there's not going to be actually a lot of paint, so we need pretty good, like, actual adhesion. Cool. Help dry that a little bit so it's actually fully dry by the time we're ready to move back to it in a second, because now I have to take the excess in this, because again, I'm like over pouring my airbrush. And rinse out the airbrush. Okay, in about no more than 10 minutes we'll actually have 10 minutes? That might be a little generous. 15 minutes. We'll be working on the Bladeguard again. On his robe, I believe is where we're picking up. Don't think I finished the back of it. So, there. This is not how Army Repair Matte Black normally is. This is because I'm doing this where I had a lot of back and forth of putting like flow improver and thinner in the airbrush and pouring it back in the bottle till it became like basically air paint. So that's, if anyone's wondering why it's super liquidy, that's why. Do a couple passes with the rinse water, which I just swapped it out, forgetting that I was starting with airbrushing. It always does this. And pop some airbrush cleaner in there to sit, and we can move on. Nothing else, having a little bit of cleaner in there, it won't rot the gauges? No, the rubber thing in the nozzle, it won't rot it, but it will, you know, dissolve the paint in there, so everything is moving appropriately next time I pick it up. Regardless of when or if I remember to actually properly clean it or whatever, I found that it's actually been extremely helpful as a habit to do it, even with my insane lack of focus in keeping up with maintenance on stuff, that my airbrush still functions. Actually, I think we can go to standard painting settings now because I can just hold it. Please. Yeah. Something like that. Alright. So, what are people in the chat working on? What Samurai, if you're still there after all my rambling, what are you up to? What are you doing? Yeah, it's gonna be mostly texture paint on most of this. Let's get our Astro Granite debris. Working on orcs. Nice. This is so big, I'm gonna get a pretty generous dollop. It's a bit too much. And a little bit less than that. Still tap the rocks a little bit. No. Nah, it'll be fine. You won't be able to tell. Applying for Aussie citizenship and interview offer asked, "Do you have a criminal record?" I said no. Is it still required? That's pretty good. Oh, I'm gonna have to remember that for tonight. We actually have a couple Australian regulars. Tone shows up. I know we have others. I don't remember who else, though. Maybe when I get around to making, like, a role thing for the Discord, where you can, buy your own roles, I should put in nationalities in there. Just to see who we got. Just for funsies. I mean, it is pretty funny. It's a funny historical joke. Should I apply more texture? More geology. Ah! Oh, are you, yoinking my new animated, GIF there? GIF? It's GIF. It's gotta be GIF. That Lehman Russ guy got messed up in my head. I mean, do I have to excuse you? Yeah, GIF. Alright, we had this whole thing with this other guy, Lehman Russ. I looked it up. It actually is GIF. The original creator said it pronounced GIF. Also, I proposed the logical argument that GIF is way too close to the word gift, and you can use them in all the same contexts. No. Like, I can screen share the Google search again. Like, we can do this. Like, the inventor of the GIF said he pronounces it as GIF. And you can't say, oh, but graphic is a G and it's that, you say it like that, or whatever the thing is. Because we use lasgun and lascannon. You don't say lasgun. At least I hope you don't say. Yeah, G can go in both directions. Literally saying the letter G is a J sound. Yeah, welcome to English. It's not supposed to make sense. Like, G functions as a G and a J in as many contexts as not. Like, it goes both directions. It's just you use a G when you need it, when you can't use J. When you definitely could not use J, you use a G. Also depends on what language the word originally comes from. Yeah, I have no idea what that means. So, congratulations on that one. Time to let this dry. This is where we're picking up. I did do the rest of the sorry, slightly. Rest of the cloak. Cool. Here's the thing. I function based off logic, not social pressure. Logically speaking, the guy that created the GIF moving photo template says it's GIF. In addition, there are logical reasons in the English language why we would want it to be GIF and not GIF. Duska means rifle and also gun. Well, there you go. Assault weapon means whatever the law creators want it to mean. For example, it's not even a real term. So it means lasgun. There we go. Lazarov Puska. So it means las. Ah, I get you. Okay. But in English nomenclature, if I'm using that word correctly. I like that word, nomenclature. It's fun to say. I try to use as much as I can, because it's fun. It's, we say lasgun, not lasgun. Lasgun sounds weird. Everyone agrees. Because it's a different word you're saying. That's why it sounds better. It sounds like gift. And unless someone has very good enunciation, you won't know which one they're saying. Because you can use them in all the same contexts. It's not like words that sound the same but use them completely differently, because there are plenty of those. You can use them in all the same sentences, and it still makes sense. That's a problem. as a linguistical issue. Listen, when that tablet turns back on, I'm gonna make an emote specifically to push the GIF pronunciation. It's gonna be like a white block with a phonetic spelling of GIF. With like so creamy under it or something like that. This will be a GIF house. As I said earlier, I function based off logical argument, not social pressure. So you're gonna have to give me a logical argument why GIF is the superior pronunciation, even against my previous arguments. Yeah, exactly. Insert a T into that GIF, make a gift, and that is the same sentence with a different meaning. And actually, it's not just enunciation, it's also good spelling. Like if the person consistently spells correctly when typing, which most people don't. Straight up. I do. I go well out of my way to, because communication is very important to me. Or clear communication of complex concepts is very important to me, because I almost am always dealing in complex concepts. I work in tech. I love debates on deep topics like politics and theology and ideologies and stuff. So I am very consistently, on a day-to-day basis, trying to communicate very complex topics, and a lot of it's over written text of some sort. So yeah, so my official stance will be GIF until someone can come to me with a better logical argument than I like GIF better. Because that's not a reason for me to change how I say it. That's not a reason for me to do anything. In any context, I don't care. I like X better. Congratulations, you like X better. Carry on. I'm gonna do my thing because I like that better. What do you know? That's the same level of valid argument. Like, this is literally a debate I have all the time in regards to freedom versus security in regard to cultural things like language. Like, should we make certain words illegal? Or if they should just be socially frowned upon. Well, bubble wrap was created for space program, but use of packages anyway, even when the original author intended to be used for travel space. Should we stop? That's not exactly the same context. Intended use, intended pronunciation for communication purposes. Also, we're talking about a physical thing in contrast to a word. Physical things should always be used for whatever they solve the most problems in. Like words and objects follow different rules in those regards. I'm sure he didn't call it bubble wrap either. I mean, Do you know that, though? Get me evidence of that? If you can give me evidence of what bubble wrap was actually called by its inventor and saying this is this, then I may change how I say it. It also depends on this other factor. You still need communication to deliver the correct meaning. If I say GIF, you still know what I'm saying. On the flip side, if I say GIF, you might know what I'm saying, but you might also think I'm saying gift, which is a separate problem. Regarding the same actual factor, which is delivering the correct meaning. So there is, you know, it's not a simple equation. I have no idea how much of this holster is going to be visible, so I guess I'm just painting the entire thing. However, I do like the whole idea of, like, you know, we shouldn't use it for shipping stuff instead of packaging, because then that gives a whole lot more credence to the Second Amendment. It's called air cap. Yeah, that delivers to mind so many like other things. Like, I don't know how you would ever come back to bubble wrap from air cap. Like, the air part, sure. Air cap. Why did they call it air cap? Like, what's the? I mean, I guess because the bubbles are like old bottle caps, but those aren't culturally relevant anymore. Not really. Not like they used to be, anyway. I was totally out of frame. Bubble wrap was a brand, a company that sold it first. Okay, so then it falls under the same kind of category as thermos. Like, we all know what a thermos is, right? Thermos is a brand name. That's actually just a what do you call it? It's you don't know what that is? Okay, so a thermos is a it's a temperature controlled cup. But in a lot of the world, it's just called, for shorthand, thermos. Like, it's the, I can't think of the word. It's the cup that has the air pocket in the walls, so that if it's hot, it stays hot. If it's cold, it stays cold. Right. Like, in all of the U.S., for example, as far as I'm aware, it's called thermos, and I'm pretty sure it's called that in a few other countries too, and then there's other examples of products like that, items that became so part and parcel for their original brand that made them big. Tupperware, I believe, also falls under that. I'm pretty certain Tupperware was also a brand name. A lot of kitchen stuff, actually, in general, works like that. Now that I think about it. There's... What is it called? It's a type of vacuum cleaner. There's a brand of vacuum cleaner, and, like, everyone in Britain calls it... The name of the vacuum cleaner brand is just vacuum cleaners. What is... which one is it? But yeah, same thing. So, bubble wrap's one of those things where it's based on the brand that made it most, popular initially, and then that became the public lexicon for that word. So that's why bubble wrap is that. But again, it's a combination of clear meaning, delivery, while also making it while also keeping it clear by not being so close to gift that that it can cause problems just with that. You know what I mean? It's like I can't find a logical reason other than, like I said, social pressure to call it a GIF. It's a GIF. It's a GIF. The GIF. Because G makes a lot of those sounds anyway. I don't know why geriatric was the first one to come to mind, but that's a decent example. Not as often as a G, because I guess that was the predominant sound of G's from the languages we get most of our G words from. That's the other thing, like, English is such a conglomeration of other nonsense that, like, it's really hard to keep track of why anything is pronounced in any way. Alright. As that, next is a lead belcher, I think. Oh, actually, do I still have active corn red? I do. There's a little bit of the Imperialis thing up there that we need to hit. I missed that last night. Oh, I put too much pressure on it. Or counter pressure, actually. Waiting for glue to dry, it's the most fun. I think it starts with an H. Vacuum cleaner brand. Don't remember what it is. I can actually probably Google it in a second. Once this kind of holds itself, it's not really though. It's actually having a really hard time here. You know what? I'll switch to the front of the foot. I'll get a little bit more glue. Actually, there we go. I'm gonna make another anime. I'm gonna make another GIF, and it's like a crude drawing of a GIF peanut butter carton, and spinning, and when it lands, it's like a green check mark, or it says, "This is a GIF." Here's the thing, GIF and GIF peanut butter, you can't really use those in a lot of the exact same sentences. Also, you probably would just be saying peanut butter. Like, GIF doesn't have such a massive monopoly on peanut butter that they've replaced in the public lexicon the words peanut butter with GIF. I don't know when I got so much red on the rest of this. I think that was when things snapped off the nail. Man, this does not want to adhere. I gotta start, I think. Scrape off the top of nail, so it's just not a bunch of extra crap. Try to stick this on. Do we have any more enlightening topics to discuss besides the pronunciation of GIFs? Oh, actually, that's another thing. If you say GIFs plural, there's nothing that can be mistaken for. Why would you say a single brand plural? Ah, my connection's back. Oh, so I've been talking to effectively myself this entire time. I understand there are lurkers, but you're not talking back, so I mean... On my end, it's basically the same thing. Also, I think I need to change that. A bunch of them left. Well, you know, whatever. I was just saying, well, okay. Now that you're back, I don't know when you left. I thought of 2 more reasons why Jif is actually better. Because it's can't use Jif and the brand Jif of peanut butter in a lot of same sentences and have the same meanings. You also, whenever you say GIFs plural, you have to be talking about the images. Because why would you ever say GIFs in plural? Doesn't make any sense. Because, to my knowledge, no one refers to all peanut butter as Jif. Or even Jif peanut butter as Jif. They just call it peanut butter. Sure, this is solid. A little bit longer. Anyway. So, what's the next spicy topic? May as well, right? Yeah, the Imperialis is not done. We gotta finish that up here. But yes, I made a flip the table GIF, and now it's available for subs. It took an entire week for them to light that, because it literally got that in Table Love and Table Y were all approved this morning. Jeez. Alright, I believe the next color is Lead Belcher. We got the pistol grip, we've got the holster cap, and the belt buckle. Unless we want the belt buckle bronze or brass. Brass might look nice. Actually, I just realized I probably shouldn't make it look... Whatever emotes I make to make fun of this whole GIF debate. I should probably not make it look too much like the peanut butter GIF. For copyright infringement reasons. That emote is still broken for you, huh? Or you just keep saying explosion because it's funny now? Because I'm on PC? Ah. Oh, PC Master Race. What? When I'm on mobile, I'll have the emoji. Gotcha, gotcha. Listen, I can actually say PC Master Race because I have a very good gaming laptop, so... Classic arguments of, oh yeah, it could look this good, except... It doesn't. On your computer, does it? Does not hold up. Nitro 5 laptop. Actually not familiar with how good that is. Is it a good laptop? I have a Razer 15. Yeah, no. I can tell you this. Mine can run Elden Ring at max settings with, like, completely smooth performance 99% of the time. It would have, like, a bit of a frame drag for, like, 2 seconds every couple hours. School mostly? Fair enough. Mine I got from a friend that recently had a kid, or as of when I got from him a year ago, he recently had a kid and wasn't really gaming at all, and he could have used the extra cash. Willing to sell it to me for half off. And I was like, yes, that's like a $3,000 laptop, and you're offering it to me, well, $3,000 new, offering it to me for $1,000 when you could easily sell it for $2K. Yeah, I will take it. Then I upgrade it further. So now it's bonkers. Like, I know now if I'm playing a game and I'm having tech problems, something's wrong with the game. The game has not been optimized in some way. Some way, some form. Which is gonna be nice whenever I get around and do the gaming streams. I know I've been talking about this Elden Ring playthrough lately, but I realized if I'm gonna do that justice, I should probably wait till my parents move out. For reasons. So... Also just got 3 Dark Angel bikes. Nice! For 34 bucks. Extra nice. I like it. So I'm gonna have to think of something else for us to play through while I'm waiting. I don't think I have enough of a community for a community-based thing, even though that sounds fun in concept. It would be cool, like, down the road. Community Among Us. Something like that. It was a bid. I mean, good job. Here's part of the problem. It takes a lot to make me react, which is why I like Dark Souls games. Also building up 5 Hellblasters. Yes! I know a lot of people sleep on Hellblasters, but I am very pro Hellblaster. I think they're amazing. I often run a block of 10 of them. No joke, because 10 of them with assault plasma incinerators, 30 shots. 30 shots, strength 6, neg 4, 1 damage. And you can make that 2 damage. Like, yes please. 15 bucks so far, that's pretty good. $3 per model is like that's actually like real, like what they're worth in reality considering they're plastic. I am kind of feeling doing brass on the buckle. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do brass on the buckle. Oh, I should add a little chain bit in the lead belcher. I'm not shipping out. Ew. Well, still, you're still actually saving like $5. Actually, more than that, because if you're to get from GW, it'd be 10 of them for 60, and then they're shipping. So it's still, you know, 30 for 5 plus shipping is what that deal looks like normally. So you're still definitely saving money. Are they on Spur, or are they pre-built? Yes, brass. I'm gonna get... What kind of brass should I use? Should I use... What's more copper? It says copper. Yeah, I don't have an army painter brass. But I do have a Rune Lord brass. Have some fun with this. I don't use this very often. What was I talking about before? Oh yeah, gaming stream. You think you find the best deals and the shipping comes in. Well, here's the thing. You have to look at it as if you were, like, compare it to if you were buying from either GW or from your local game store. What that would look like. So if you went to your local game store, you know, you'd probably be getting a roughly the same deal. But that depends on if you have a local game store or a local game store you can get to. Because they usually, you know, have discounts. And you don't have to pay shipping, because it's already there. You just physically pick it up. But if LGS is not even in the equation for you, then yeah. Considering that GW would be GW prices and then shipping, you know. Been a long time since I've used this thing. Don't I have a mixing bead around here? I know it's mixed now, but oh yeah, I do. I just have to clean it off a little bit. This is gonna be a little ridiculous. Just because I hear the sound.
I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
Yeah. I just want to hear it as a valid reason. I picked stuff I thought would be funny. Oh, I had an idea the other day about changing the rating sound alert, and I don't remember what I was thinking of changing it to. Last. I gotta write that stuff down more often. Or just actually go do it. What was I thinking of? Oh, I think it was something along the lines of like like a video game intruder alert, or like a movie like someone yelling intruders or something along those lines. You start hearing intruders getting shouted and then blinking red lights, and then I just jump underneath my desk, just completely disappear out of frame. Also, Sorian, you probably have so many points, so you could probably just go crazy with those right now. $4.2K. Yeah, I need to think of some ways of spending those. It's hard because I'd want to do stuff that involve the painting stuff, but because I'm doing a commission with a set scheme, it's like...
Water.
Yeah, it's like water.
Water. Water. Water.
Yes, I will have some water in a second. It's done with this. Everyone should hydrate, by the way. Especially Former, because clearly he's dehydrated to have the thoughts and opinions he has. I'm about to do something funny. That's always a good sign.
Water. 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 Water.
I know it's a really long sound alert, all things considered, but I still find it really funny that it's just water dubbed over the entire intro. Every element is water. Is this thing clean yet? I think it's clean enough. It's pretty clean. I'm gonna put a cooldown on that. Maybe? Maybe. Maybe. The stuff I've genuinely thought would need a cooldown is the stuff that I put behind bits. Or subs. There are some pretty long and some pretty loud ones in there. So those I put behind bits. Yeah, I mixed way better. This actually looks like...
If it doesn't make you happy, you're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah. Well, that one's so nice, I just have to have it available. But, like, if you go back through the catalog... Let's see. Because I can play them. You have stuff like, yeah, see, it's like really long, so it's like, alright. A good example. Jump back to chat. Oh, this one. This was just really loud and like almost obnoxious, except it's this.
For the Emperor!
Actually, wasn't as loud as I remember it being. Maybe I'll make that a lot cheaper then. I'll still keep it subs, but yeah, maybe we'll just knock that down I don't know, like 50. What are the other ones I got in here?
Purge them in flame!
Wait, what? How'd you do that? Table SG. I don't even know what that is. Oh, modify a single emote. Oh. I might have to make an actual emote with table. Is that like a permanent thing? Is that like a thing that like the channel just has now? No? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to make that. 24 hours, okay. Whenever this tablet comes back online, I might have to like add that to the repertoire. So that's actually kind of funny. Yeah, this thing charges so slow, I don't even know if it's actually gonna be available today. Honestly, we might have just gone. We'll be sub-emo. So here's the thing. Until I unlock the instant upload thing, all the emotes are sub-emotes. Fortunately. Like, they literally don't allow me to add emotes for non-subs right now. As soon as they do, most of these subs will be followers, because I want people to use them, you know? Yeah, basically. Basically, if you want to use emotes for the next, like, month and a half or so, you gotta use points, effectively. So, yeah, stock up on them points, and then you can use the emotes a lot more. Again, not my decision. That is something Twitch is just enforcing upon me as a newly made affiliate channel. I didn't even know that was a thing until I went to upload them. Huh. Use cool shades table. Yo, I got some shades around here. Actually, well, technically I have shade add-ons. Oh, is that a thing? Shaded painting? Is that a thing I'm gonna have to add? Use points and force me to paint with shades on for an amount of time because it'd be harder. Hold on, where are they? Yeah. Where's my case? This whole drawer is an absolute nightmare. Ah. Actually, I have 2 of them, so we could even double up and continue to increase the difficulty. Ah, there's like gunk on them. There's like gunk on them. I'm not distractible, you're distractible. Yeah, you have cuts to a Hummer commercial, Thermo, 3rd commercial. Oh, jeez. That's why you gotta sub, man. Oh, I guess this is gonna be funny when it cuts back and I'm just wearing shades. Ugh. Here's a reality. Which actually, this does make it a little bit harder to paint. Yeah. I have the type of glasses with the little magnets on the sides, so like I literally have like just clip-on shades. I actually have 2 pairs. This was great the one time I had a horrific hangover migraine from some sangrias that just really my body did not like. Not care for those at all. It was only 1 bottle I nursed all night. Now I'm like when I want to drink, I can drink pretty heavily. Like I used to be a prolific whiskey drinker. I don't know where all this gunk came from. Like gunk on it. But yeah, no, I even got like double. And this is like setting your contrast on a filter to like 90%. 90% whatever the max is. Everything that's dark is so dark. I'm gonna clip. Oh, when I... Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, this... Yeah, this is painting challenge mode. This is really hard to see what I'm doing. So, maybe that'll be a thing down the road. I can add shader mode. Shader mode 1, shader mode 2. Or if someone else pops it in the same amount of time I have to do, or in a certain amount of time I have to do 2 of them for like 5 or 10 minutes or something like that. That'd be kind of funny. Like, I can paint. It's just annoying to paint. I just need a little bit of black to fix this belt. That's all I need. So, table of shades. That's going on the list. You're going on the list. The other things I was going to draw today was I was going to make a table leg, because it's what the followers are called right now, or at least it's what the little text pop-up says. Oh, no, subs. Subs are called legs. The BTC shitting up. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Let's pause the music so it doesn't... I wanna watch this. Here's the reality. Am I saying it's a reality or here's a reality? It's so hard for me to understand myself. How do you guys manage? How do you know what I'm saying? It's a reality. Just click. It's a reality. It's actually kind of funny. Or here's a reality. That's pretty good, actually. I kind of like that. That's like my first funny clip, I think, at this point. I've said other things and been like, hey guys, you should clip that, and they always get the clip wrong. I don't know why. I forget the context, but I was like, for something, I said, I'm coming. Just real smooth, just slide it right in there, and then after I was like, yeah, someone should clip that. That's the neat part. We don't. Makes sense. Now everything makes sense. Just watching this guy that paints really well and you can't understand a single thing he's saying. Ever. Can I just be designated clipper now? Yeah, you're the official clipper. Go for it. You successfully make funny clips, so continue. I approve. I need to put more brass on this. More brass. I can't be asked to actually make light colored metallics opaque, apparently. Well, to be clear, I can't be asked to do a lot of things. You know, paint quickly, be socially relevant, keep my sub-assemblies on nails, or satisfy women. That's actually not true. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to do this differently, I think. I think I'm gonna have to start painting this upside down because I need more of something for this nail to actually hold on to. It's gonna be very weird to paint. It's gonna mess with my head, but it might actually stay on way better than it has been thus far. Alright, now I have to wait for that to dry, and then I can paint this, like, completely upside down. Brilliant. Ugh. Oh, so what I was saying before was... way before, I think. What I was going to draw today was a table leg, because the subs are currently called legs, because they hold up the table. You support the table. It's a very straightforward metaphor, okay? The whole thing, the whole scheme, it's very straightforward. Table. Myself. I am the table. Followers have taken a seat at the table, but the subs support the table, and thus are the additional legs. I am but one leg on this currently 8-legged table. There's 7 subs. The real goal is to get a 1,000,000-leg table. It's not actually gonna happen, but it's really funny to say. And as it stands, we have 8 legs for a table with 69 people sitting at it. That's the channel canon. Which I might eventually make. I gotta make a banner at some point for the profile page. I think I'm gonna have that as being kind of the somehow visualize that. Yeah. So, where was I? So I was gonna make a leg. I was gonna make a broken leg. Because, you know, break a leg. Seemed relevant. A lot of furniture jokes are gonna happen here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh what? Or are you uh-ohing? What'd you do? Set the fruit fresh. Oh, okay. It's gonna draw a broken leg. Now we're gonna also have to do a table with shades. And I'm gonna have to add that to the bits unlocks thing, I think. So I think I was out of frame again. You guys gotta tell me when I'm out of frame. You got the points. I know you do. What's next? See, I kind of think the rest of this should be... I think we actually do the Dawnstone on the belt and the back and the soft seals on the back of the leg. Then we can do Null Oil. We'll be Null Oiling the lead belcher for the metal here, the pouch for the little flap bit and around the button, the belt, the brass, and then recess shade. It is wobbly on the nail. Are you kidding me? I can't get this thing to adhere to this at all. I'm gonna grab a different one, different cork. It might be that nail for some reason. I don't know. Grab this other one. I'll reset it, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time just having this be a sub-assembly. Can I just paint it without attaching it to a bunch of other stuff? That's so much to ask for. Alright, now we're just sitting around waiting. Waiting! Just three emotes. I don't even know necessarily when those emotes are going to be available because I've already used all the slots for the current ones. However, I might swap out like the table Y. It didn't come out as well as I would have liked. Also, I think I have a better idea for it anyway. I want to see a squat and bang on. Sure. Pop it in. As soon as I don't have to hold this, I will put it on screen maybe. Maybe we'll discuss it. Actually, apparently that's right now. Because my thing is dry enough. So, what was I saying? Recess shading with Null Oil. I want to recess shade the cloak, so it gets a little bit darker. Fortunately, the Null Oil already has some flow improver in it, so it'll be quite thin and shouldn't leave like coffee staining, which is the big problem. I'm out of frame while I'm talking about this. I should probably do a test in the back to make sure it works like that, because I just want to make the red darker without having to go into a whole crap load of blending. So that'll take a while. I suppose I could just Null Oil the entire thing because it'll be thin, so it won't darken that much on the top, especially when I am going to go back and I'm going to do a little bit of blending. I'm going to do some blending of the Corn Red to the Wild Rider Red, and then eventually top coat the entire thing with ink, so it's a very smooth blending transition for the entire robe. It will look quite good. I have been given an image. Aha. These are quite nice. They are nicely painted. Let's pop them on screen. Boom. Yeah. Looks like, I know the chapter. The name's just not coming to me. Anyway. Yeah, these are pretty well painted. Are you gonna keep them that way, or are you gonna repaint them? If you can somehow make this work inside your army overall, I'd say like just keep them like this. This is not bad. So I hope you. Yes, Hawk Lords. You're correct. That is the one. I was like, I knew it was named off a bird, but I couldn't. Kept thinking like Falcon and Emperor's something, but nah. Somewhat keep? Fair enough. That's cool. I hope you get that. I need to read at some point, way down the line, couple years, I would like to redo my Hell Blasters, because I don't super like how I did the plasma on them originally. A few blue lines and say they're from another company. That's fair. Ugh. Don't mind me. I'm not getting tired, you're getting tired. Man, tonight's gonna be wonky. So I've been pretty much non-stop since I woke up at 9. It is 3:19 p.m. We're almost at the halfway mark through this stream. Then I have to cook dinner, clean up from there. Actually, I do one wave of dishes before cooking dinner, cook dinner, finish up the dishes, then do another 3-hour stream tonight. Good lord. Yeah, I think we're good to continue again. I was gonna say the Dawnstone. Or go ahead and do the Dawnstone. Alrighty. Start the easy stuff. It's actually kind of hard to see what I'm doing in. Light's weird, the angle's weird. There we go. Fair enough. As usual, that stuff will be smoothed out with no oil. So wait, what chapter are you currently playing, Sorian? That you can add a few blue lines to that instead of from another company. Oh yeah, Dark Angel Successors. Right, okay. Then, yeah, that makes makes sense. Right, you mentioned Dark Angels earlier. Right, right. Makes sense. This logic tracks. You can keep your blue colors. Fair enough. Alright. It does have me thinking though, if I'm just gonna Nuln Oil over the entire red, I should probably actually paint in this piece. Well, no, because I'm gonna be doing so much like blending nonsense right there that I'll probably get stuff on it. I will wait on that. Probably have to clean that up later too. Technically blue and black, and now apparently purple sometimes. Maybe there's some purple on your heavy support guys? Maybe. Because, I mean, think about it. Like, Blood Angels changed their helmet based on their type. Blue helmets for heavy, gold for elite, etc. I mean, I ain't got many heavy support, excluding the Eliminators. Yeah, I guess that would mean you would have to repaint your Eliminators. My vehicles. Well, vehicles... Vehicles don't really fall into that kind of categorization as far as codex, like fluff, squad designations. The exception being transports. The transports will have some kind of like an arrow because they transport battle line, or a chevron if they're transporting heavy support kind of deal. That's based on the squad that Rhino's assigned to. Besides that, vehicles are kind of just their own thing. Luminaries to be a class for someone else. Well, I mean, there's nothing saying you have to go super hardcore to the Codex. I'm just telling you what I know the Codex has stuff as. Like, your chapter could not be Codex compliant flagrantly. I don't know how I knew, but I knew this track was coming up next. I could feel it. It was disturbance in the force. Hey, Venom. Treat them as their own thing. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, they're Illuminaires. They're kind of wonky. Welcome, veteran, to a not drawing stream. Because things went wonky. I pulled a goof. So now we're here, painting Bladeguard. I don't think this bird pellet is wide enough to go over Pauldron, unfortunately. That's frustrating. Saw the update, all good. Yeah. Yeah, it charges so slowly too, because it's kind of on the older side. It was, my dad just gave it to me because he got a new one. So as you've seen, it works fine when it has battery. It's just the battery is kind of an issue. And to capture it, uses a charging port to instead deliver a HDMI feed. So when I realized that I had left it unplugged for apparently several days, so it was completely dead, I was like, well, I literally cannot stream this thing or capture this thing in its current state. It's not even an option. So I decide we will still have content today by just doing our regular content. I suppose some of us will want to drink downward. Alright, now I have to wait for all that to dry. Which will be fine once it does, because I am going to do a lot of blending to like. In the meantime, however, if the other stuff is kind of dry, pouch here, yeah, the pouch seems to be dry. So, how are you doing, Venom? How's work? Let's do, actually, is the metal all dried? Well, down there, but I don't have to highlight down. 60 seconds left on the bid. Bad! Not as hectic as yesterday, so that's nice. Oh, good. I am not as tired as yesterday, so of course, today, everything decided to be hectic, so I'm about where I was anyway. All good. I actually want to do a little bit of shading on the pouch front. Just a little bit of recess shading, because there are these two little pockets they usually put. Making so about 10 seconds a bit, that is fair. I want to try to do this without doing coffee stains. Nice. He got some Hellblasters that are actually pretty well painted to the point that he's kind of keeping a lot of the details. I actually think I still have it active on my screen cap, so I can pop that back up here. Oh, nope, the picture went away. Hold on. Nope. I can't. Oh, wait, maybe like this? Aha! Think they can hide it from me. There we go. Yeah, he's getting those guys. So, that'll be good. I was saying earlier, I think a lot of people sleep on Hellblasters, honestly. I consistently now bring a 10-man assault Plasma Incinerator Hellblaster Squad, and they do work. I can aim them at next to anything. Especially super tough, elite infantry. Or like monsters, like medium monsters, like stuff that like my Eradicators and my Storm Raven and my Scar and Venator are too busy to deal with. Oh, good example. The Chaos Spawn. That, for example. Gunning down stuff like that, Hellblasters do great at. This is actually... shading is actually coming together fairly nice. When the shading on the brown finishes drying, I will begin highlighting that. However, for the moment, I'm going to switch to Iron Breaker and highlight the metal around the pistol harness. I'm going to be using Army Painter Metallics for these details here, which are going to be a bit different. I am still trying to decide on the color of the skull here. I'm not sure if I want to do silver or brass, like more brass, because I think the brass looks pretty good there. I am doing the cross here silver. Yes. Yes. Oh wait, I decided to do the Iron Breaker. Actually, the holster's done drying. Yeah, I can do the holster first. It's fine. I got the paint out. We can do it. 4 bits total, and you sniped it. Nice. 23.50 is the exact amount of pay, including shipping. See, and what was I saying? If you had to go buy it from GW, it'd be 60 bucks for 10 of them, or 30 for 5 plus shipping. So you're making out. Plus shipping and taxes, actually. So I've spent about 60 bucks on 3 Dark Angel Spikes and a Hellblaster Squad. Not a bad takeaway at all. A bike is just paint, prime black. What? That does save you a step. Generally speaking, I prefer to buy stuff on the sprue, but that's just because I'm obsessed with sub-assemblies. Alright. That's the main stuff. Now I want this, like, kind of dry, and to just, like, rough it up a bit, get that rawhide look. Oh, that's a bit much.
I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
Out of frame again. I was supposed to send earlier. Fair enough. Where's that soundbite from? I got no idea. It was just in the sound alerts library. Alright, now that can be... Actually, this was the better way to put it, because then I can use the iron brick, or I need to highlight the metal bits of the pistol on the button without affecting any... without being affected later. Django? Gotcha. Oh, Venom, you missed it. We had a second debate about the pronunciation of GIF. Which now I'm gonna make an emote, like, making fun of. Which no one will probably see until I get the 60-day thing, probably. Because then I unlock a bunch more slots for emotes, and followers actually get emotes, period, without using points to unlock sub-emotes. The whole thing. So I guess it's not the worst thing in the world that I wasn't able to draw today. I mean, there was other stuff I definitely could have drawn. I have some ideas for a new main, like, profile image, and a new banner, and some merch that I haven't worked on in forever, and some other emote ideas. But the emotes, at least, like, apparently, unless Discord likes them immediately, you don't get them for a week, because it took literally until this morning for those other ones we made last week to get approved. Oh, you have your flipping table now, Venom, by the way. I don't know if you're aware of that. And then one guy puts on a white head mask. Oh. I think I guess what you're referring to. Yeah, look in your sub emotes, dude. You have it. It exists. It's there. We've already used it. It's happened. It's still pretty. Oh, Sorian also add to the list. We're getting a shades table, which is additionally funny. A table swag. There we go. Because this is a thing that can happen. Which I'm thinking about making a funny thing to spend your points on, which is making me paint with glasses, and it's actually a level 2 version because I have 2 of these, and this is just hard to see, let alone paint. I can paint, it would just be annoying. Because man, is that color shift stuff. That color shift so much is just like contrast. You know, like the contrast slider when you're editing an image? Just yank that like 90% of the way up. That is almost dry, and that is looking pretty good, I think. Feels a little... I don't know. Maybe needs another pass of the highlight, just a little bit darker somehow. You know what table shades look like? Do I know what table shades look like? Is there a thing called table shades? Is that a word? Is that a term for something that already exists? I do feel like this needs a little bit more highlight, though. It doesn't... Like, it looks darker in real life. Or in person, I suppose. I'm gonna do like a proper dry brush. Real lightly on the edges. Okay, this is probably funny. But it's been you know how many years it's been since I played Black Ops? I don't remember what that, like, how that means anything. Oh, you mean what? I look like that guy with the shades on. Is that what you're saying? I don't know what you're saying. I lost it. Mason called him Mr. Shades. Okay. Yeah, it has been legitimately a decade since I played Black Ops. I think that was the last Call of Duty I played remotely caring about Call of Duty. And that was in high school. Got in Black Ops 2 a few weeks ago with a buddy and still had a full lobby multiplayer. That's bonkers. Okay, that looks a bit better. Actually, I talked about this before. Mass Effect 3's super slept on, underrated, amazing co-op multiplayer. You can still get servers in. Like, decent servers. There are still people playing it. You can go play that right now. And it's still, like, there's some lag issues here because you're dealing with just a very small amount of people, so you're not always the best connection, but, like, everything else, still pretty balanced. Mass Effect 3 was so good. The multiplayer on that is so great. Yeah, it was because I watched the Bricky video on it, about how it's, like, one of the most underrated multiplayers ever, and it has no reason to be that good, it has no right to be as good as it was. On top of that, like, they did so much stuff, like, high class. Like, do you remember how often they pulled out updates on there? Weekly updates. And not small updates either. Lists. I mean, lists. Adjusting this gun by 7%, you know, rate of fire, and this gun by 3% damage, and this class with a cooldown down like 7%. It's like then they released a whole bunch of crap for free. All of it was free. Now, yes, I understand. It was the very beginning of the loot boxes. That's where the loot box problem started, was Mass Effect 3's multiplayer. But here's the thing. I think if you're going to do gameplay-related loot boxes, that's the way to do it. Actually, like, Mass Effect 3's loot boxes didn't feel bad. I actually really liked them at the time. I loved them at the time, actually. I was so excited to get more loot boxes in that game. But then people decided to mess with the formula and then do it differently in other games and made it like a problem and turned it into a massive gambling craze. They were microtransactions. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. You could buy them, or you could unlock them through gameplay. And it wasn't a lot to unlock. Even, like, the most expensive one was maybe three good mid-level matches. But here's the thing. Loot boxes to unlock guns and skins and perks and upgrades for the guns and, like, leveling up the gun to do more damage and stuff and all that through loot boxes worked in that game. You know why it worked in that game? Partially because it was completely co-op. It was a up to 4 people versus AI wave horde defender. That was the gameplay in a nutshell. It was 10 waves. I could go all day on this, explaining this. Here we go. Let's go. Let's do this. It was so good. So, 10 waves. Every 3 waves is an objective, and the last wave is get to the evac zone and hold it until the pickup arrives. By the time everything had been released, there was something like 15 maps, 4 enemy factions, all of which had like 7 to 9 enemy types or something like that. And they had some amazing enemy design, like real good enemy design, like bonkers good enemy design. You have the Geth, the Cerberus, so humans, the Collectors, and the Reapers. They all had, every unit type had multiple active abilities that would affect how you would deal with the situation where they were involved in. You had Cerberus guys with giant riot shields that were like all but bulletproof, but little like mailbox slots for the eyes that you could mailbox them. We had all types of terms for like post office them, postal worker, go postal on them, delivered the mail. It was great. But you could use your powers, if you had powers, to also rip the shields from them if you had the right power involved. I think pool, or any of the gravity affecting ones. Yeah, I'd say that bolster's done. It's darker than it looks for you guys, actually. Alright, I think it's time to work on the cloak, which is gonna be a little wonky, but at first I should probably do some testing on the back. Yeah, we'll do testing on the back. So we're gonna do some blending here. So I'm gonna flip this around so I have a cleaner space to work with. I only have a little bit of flow improver down there. So the boxes, you could buy like the most expensive box for like 20 bucks, I think. Or you could play through and win and get a reasonable score on like 3 or 4 decent difficulty level missions, and you would also be able to buy that box. None of the boxes were blocked behind monetary gates. It was your choice. You could grind or you could buy. That was one correct choice. Another correct choice is that the boxes, they told you what types you were going to get, and it was always the same sequence that you could learn pretty quickly of how many of this type of thing, how many of this type of thing, and how many of this type of thing are in that box every single time. So it's like you have like 5 slots out of a box that are going to be some kind of one-time consumable equipment. Then you have 2 slots for like a weapon or equipment like permanent upgrade or unlock, and then a class or gun unlock or upgrade. And it's in that box every time. So if you want to grind for new classes or upgrade your current classes, which upgrading the classes, by the way, was purely cosmetic. The actual class, the abilities, which is where most of the work was actually done in combat, was in abilities. Those you level up like any other RPG through playing missions. It was unlocking guns, getting better versions of the guns, unlocking attachments to the guns, and the consumables. This one right now, this is called... All my stuff's from Epidemic Sound, so good luck trying to find us somewhere else. I don't even know what that would look like. But this song is I'm All That, and it's by Remodal. Remodal. So here we go. We're gonna get... I'll mix a little bit of... 2, and now we have something kind of in the middle. I'm gonna get some flow improver in there. We're gonna try blending this in a little bit. Yeah, let's go. This is a pretty smooth transition, right? This is my favorite track in the rotation. I still can't figure out why I like it. Yeah, I don't even know what that guy says. That was called We Changed. I'm just so thin I can't hit the little bit, like, in the middle that hasn't been hit yet. Okay, it's actually not quite dark enough to blend up the sides just yet because it got darkened so much by the oil. Rush really doesn't want to go over that one little part. I think there's some kind of physical disturbance there. Yeah, I think this here is the color to start with. I don't want to do this. Oh yeah, now that I'm blending, like, now I've gotta... Now all my focus is on this. Now I gotta... So I'm gonna pause in the Mass Effect talk that I completely forgot about for a solid couple minutes there. This is the part of the stream where Table goes extremely quiet as he drops into hard focus. And I already got red on the brass. Maybe I can save that, because it's still pretty wet. Alright. Now let's go up a little bit brighter. A bit brighter, covering a little bit smaller of a space. Still an extremely thin coat, so it's just slowly layering on. Sup, EXO? All your fellow gents are being very quiet, as I've gone quiet, because I'm focusing on doing some, like, pretty intensive blending, right? Doing some big boy painting. Oh, why'd my stream go dark weirdly? Oh, just Twitch being weird, I guess. Don't need to be alarmed, apparently. First print with my new printer, it was a success! Yay! You're having much greater success than me, that's for sure. I'm still not using my printer right now. I have not had the wherewithal to care about attempting more stuff on that at the moment. It's looking pretty good thus far. Yeah, that could be blended in more. This is true. I'll put a little bit in there, but I'm not going to worry massively about it for the simple fact that this is all going to get a top coat with red ink. So it's going to blend a lot of stuff together with the one crisp white. Oh, the white hasn't even been done yet. That's just the base coat. Army Painter matte white through an airbrush. My concern right now is with red. Just cleaning up some of the outside with some very thin down corner. Kind of glaze it back into a I suppose this entire technique falls under glazing more than layering necessarily, because the coats I'm doing are so thin but it requires multiple passes to have any, like, significant effect, and I'm going for subtle effect, generally speaking. So that's still drying, technically. That's blended a little bit better. Alright, yeah. Now I go up a little bit more. We add a little bit more Wild Rider Red to the mix. It's a little bit more orange. Prince of Talos from the Night Lords trilogy, amazing. Those are such good books. I also decided I got lay enough that I'm now highlighting the bottom of the cloak. Always does big things to really pull it together. And I think I kind of like this. I think I'm ready to slap on the red ink top coat and see how it comes out as a final product. I just have to be careful not to hit the other stuff I've already painted. Former has returned. It is a day to rejoice. Daga. I think this is gonna be a thing that I probably time lapse. Like I might pull this, upload this to YouTube, pull it, time lapse it, throw this on the Instagram. On the old Instagram. So yeah, I have to be careful with this top coat.
Water.
Water.
Water. Water. Water.
I shall indeed hydrate before I die. I agree. I get this top coat to go on even and also not mess anything else up. Not the easy. Ravenguard Codex came in just now. I'm almost a real 40k person. Amazing. Now you can look at all the amazing Ravenguard lore stuff. Which I really do like how they have an entire page dedicated to each company. You can learn about our culture. But hey, I guess. Water. Not necessarily. It still has really good stratagems. And also, we got a really nice faction secondary. I mean, it's not in the supplement, but, you know. And Cave and Strike is actually pretty good. How dareth you, sire? I think you meant sir? Okay, as a test, the top there, that looks pretty good. Let's make the whole thing look like that. I like it. I like it a lot. This right here is why I had not painted the Indomitus sigil yet, because man, it's again so much red ink right now as I try to avoid the much larger bolster. Also got red ink on the white. There we go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Can't wait to get my greedy goblin hands on that sweet 9th edition IG Codex we were waiting so long to get. Yeah, I can understand that. I heard you lost some stuff, though. Something about Yarrick is gone, and... veterans. You get the Mounties back. Yeah, Rough Riders. Potentially even Death Riders. Play Scions anyway, fair enough. But yeah, Venom, when you crack that beast open, look at the sheer number of keywords Strike has. And then all his special rules. I like my infantry to hit on 3-ups. Yeah, I do too. I like them better when they hit on 2-ups. Particularly when they're targeting your characters. Some of that red ink is still drying, but how do we think? What do we think? Yeah, red ink is still drying up there. Does do look pretty dope, to be honest. I'm debating on nabbing some as my Kievar force. Yeah, I still got that idea of that, like, using, like, Necromunda Ash Wasters and similar stuff to make a very tribal-looking Kievar PDF, or Deliverance PDF. I mean, I could do with some food. That's still drying. What do you think? Think that looks good? I think it looks a little on the bottom, a bit more subdued than I had in mind. That being said, be a little risky, but I think I could do more to it later if I felt the need. Yeah, okay. While I'm waiting for that red ink to dry out the way before I can paint the Indomitus thing, I'm gonna put some highlight on this brass. You digging it? Cool. Here's the question though. Highlighting brass is funky because it's not quite bronze, not quite gold, not quite. I mean, it's brass. I suppose I did darken it down a fair bit. I could just highlight it with brass again. Probably pop back up a little bit. Except my brass is dried. How dare. Yeah, this comes out quite brass looking, like real creamy. Now it has the mixing bowl in it.
Water.
Okay.
Water. Water.
Also, I am indeed drinking out of our very own warning. This is a coffee mug, not a brush rinse cup, which you can find in the merch store. Command merch if any of my commands are indeed working. The other day they were not. Yeah, I think Owen screwed me. Nope, still not. Well, the link tree just went up in the chat because my timers always work. I'll have to find out what's going on with Owned. They're probably just going to tell me to just remake all of my commands again. So annoying. Because I have to copy them into another document so I can remember what ones I even have. Because I'm pretty sure last time I remade them all, I forgot a couple. You should make reverse mug for brushes, not coffee. I mean, I could do that. So the merch is done through Printful, which is basically son of a mother. Here we go. This is the good stuff right here. When I got paint on the stuff, I just blended and top coated. Fortunately, I was able to rub it off. Gotta be real careful of that now. It's the wrong container over there. Go there. So I just put whatever design I want on it. If it's a coffee mug, it says this one's for brushes. I can do that. Actually, not a bad idea. I think I started lists. We got a proper list. It's not in my head. Maybe we need a Discord. I'll add a Discord channel. You guys can throw ideas in there too, by the way. I do want to hear your ideas. There's a pretty decent chance I will use a lot of the ideas. So if you want a thing to exist, put in there, and we will eventually make it on, in theory, the Tuesday streams. As I say, on a Tuesday stream where I am not making that stuff. Boy. Did I ever hit that button? I did. It just looks weird half the time. Anyway. This is looking pretty good so far, though. I think this is looking pretty good as far. I have to clean my printer. Probably should. Alright, so next thing I was going to do was... Oh yeah, I have to do a little bit of iron breaker on that little chain. Right here. Half that dipped right into the gap there, but whatever. Still, it's fine. Multi-melts, I got it. Eh. Eh. Dude, I want to be able to use my resin printer again. I'd be making so many bits. If failed, now I have to make sure resin is clean. Yeah, yep, I know that game. It's fun. Alright, let's start with the, Indominus thing. So we're making that proper silver. So we're going to start with plate mail metal, which is pretty close to iron breaker, honestly. It's just I find these are way smoother. So even though I have these 2 entire pots of Stormhost silver, because that's what I used to highlight all my metal with way back in the day, I'm using Army Painter because it's just way better, and now I'm not sure what to do with these. I mean, maybe I should just use GW stuff. I don't know, it's annoying to use. I don't wanna. This is a minefield, by the way. I have to go so slow through this to make sure I don't screw it up. Still not getting all the way down there, but close enough. Well, time for bed. Goodbye. Goodbye. So long, farewell. I don't know how to say it. Mister of GIFs. I am the Mister of GIFs. Listen, it's GIF, okay? That's just what it is. This is a GIF household, alright? There. I think that's base code now. It's a little bit more down here. Now, here's the big question. I keep second guessing myself on this. Do I do the skull and the knee the same silver, you know, scheme? Do I go for like silver? It's like the brass is looking pretty good. Kind of liking the brass. A big brass skull. Yeah. Big brass skull would look pretty good, I think. Do we have input from the chat? Just do it. Do which? Samurai. Doesn't know me. Brass for sure. You thinking brass too? Okay. I didn't need that much. That much encouragement. Yeah, brass. All right. Yep, we're doing a big brass skull here. Also, I told you guys, it'd be a whole nother stream when we stop doing, like, the assault intercessors, and I was just doing the same rote thing over and over again. Now I can get creative with things. How many more of these do you have to paint? Well, I've got a full squad of these, so 2 more Bladeguard veterans. This guy, another normal guy, and the sergeant. Then Bladeguard ancients. Then 3 outriders, a chaplain on a bike, and Kasaro Khan. And I am going to continue what I was doing before, where each time I finish, like as I start the last guy in a unit, I'll put up a poll and you guys can vote on the next unit. Based on the last poll, it's probably going to be the Primaris chaplain on a bike after these guys. These guys only inched away with a single more vote than the chaplain did. I don't know, English was hard on that sentence. Single additional vote. That would have been better wording. But all the assault intercessors are now done. And the apothecary is done, and 1 squad of outriders is done. But you can see group photos of all those in the Discord, actually. Alright. It does look pretty good. It's gonna look even better as I shade it and do the white armor around it. Oh yes, before the red stuff dries too much, I should probably do that little snip of the Curialis or whatever it's called on the chest. You know, I'm pretty sure all this is gonna be behind the tilt plate. Whatever. Like it takes a lot of time to do anyway. It's just a straight highlight and then red ink top coat. Alright. So now I'm gonna do null oil on the Indomitus badge thing and the brass skull there. And some highlighting, and then we can move on to the white armor, which the white armor will be next stream if the tablet is still not at the point where I can draw on it. Which at this point I'm kind of in the flow, so depending on how I feel later, we might just resume this anyway, because this seems like the more productive thing anyway. Because yeah, actually in reality, I'm gonna be pretty wiped for next stream, so I am not nearly as comfortable with that app than I am with an airbrush painting a miniature I've never painted before. This is way more my shtick. Also, I think people will be more encouraged to consider doing commission when this one's done and stuff's starting to get a little tight. So probably good to get this really rolling. You know, I'm nowhere near finished. Which, I'll wait till the ad's done. Okay, now the ad's done. To be clear, I am accepting new commissions currently. This specific commission does not have a expected time limit on it, or time expectation on it. It is, I'd rather get it done very well than get done very quick, were kind of the terms. So if I can get another quick commission to nab, you know, a couple $100, that'd be, like, amazing on so many levels right now. Just gonna throw that out there. Basically, tabletop.com. Where you want to go for that. There's a link in the chat. Unless you just got here, then I would say use a command, but commands aren't working. Eh. Yeah, give a sec for that shading to dry, and then we can highlight those. And I guess we will start the shading on the weight. Just I don't know how deep we're gonna get in it before calling it. Silver is almost dry. Silver's gonna be dry before the brass, because brass got some pretty deep eyeballs in there. Sockets, I suppose. The lack of eyeballs that makes it clear that it's a skull. Alright, I think we're clear to begin the silver highlighting, which we'll be using War Painter's Shining Silver, and this stuff is bright. Now order your mugs from the UK. My mugs, actually, all my products ship worldwide. And also, you pay exactly the number it shows on the screen. I've set it up so that, that is everything included. Flat rate, well, it's flat rate for you guys, in the fact that you don't even pay shipping. I, effectively, depending on where you order from, I pay the shipping. Not entirely. But yeah, if it says, I don't know how much anything is on there anymore, it's been so long. Yeah, whatever number you see there, that's the amount you pay. You don't, like, pay extra for shipping or taxes or anything. Everything's handled on my end, and you can get anywhere, even literally Australia or New Zealand or, I'd assume, Madagascar. It's also completely automated. I don't have to do anything when you put an order in. It's pretty nice. I design the stuff, I price it out, I pop it on my website. Printful handles everything else. I suppose if you end up having a problem, you would contact me and then I would sort it out, but yeah. So you're not going to take any time away from me streaming or handling my other stuff. You just support the channel and get yourself a cool mug. That piece came out awesome. I have to say, that Indomitus Cross came out really good, I think. This whole guy's coming out amazing. Order done. It's fantastic. Thank you so much. Which one did you get? Did you get the painting one or the sus one? I do want to make more Among Us merch. I know it's such a meme for people, but I legitimately love it. I love the memes. I love playing the game too. I don't play it very often. The painting one? Yeah, that's fair. Cool deal. Dude, there's so many merch ideas I have. It's just, just actually making them is the thing holding me back. This is almost dry. It's taking so long to dry, but it looks so good. Yeah, thank you so much for supporting the stream. The more any of that stuff happens, the more certain I can continue doing this and not have to do other stuff. So it's a really big deal, any support that can be offered. 'Cause I'd rather hang out with you guys and, you know, and paint stuff and teach you guys how to paint better and you know, hang out. Keep you company at work, right, Venom? Venom's probably working right now, which is why he's not answering. Not getting involved. I dipped a brush into... Oh no, that was not desirable. I suppose it didn't mess anything up, but made that highlight a little weird. Yeah, I know brass on darkened brass isn't like the shiniest highlight, but I don't think I have a better color for it, and this does look pretty solid. Yeah, I am loving those. All right. Let's do about 15 odd minutes of white armor. So first thing we'll be getting is Apothecary White Contrast. Also, as a reminder, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm not sure if you caught on us, Samurai. With the white armor, among a bunch of other stuff, I have time-lapse tutorials. You can find them on the Discord, on my YouTube channel, and on my Instagram page. Including this entire white armor scheme from beginning to finish in just under 7 minutes. You can see an entire leg being done. With detailed instructions. So if you want to paint anything white like this, you can easily do so. I give paints, I give recommended brush sizes, although I will say the smaller you get, the easier it is to do it cleaner, so less clean up. So always feel free to go smaller on brushes, but I give brush size recommendations, brush type recommendations, and the paint colors and mixes. Which is no like crazy blending, by the way. The one bit of putting colors together is fairly simple, and you can make a dropper bottle of it, which is what I've done. It's more, do you have the patience to do the entire scheme? Because it's 8 steps on just white. I'm probably just gonna do the shadow there. Probably not gonna do anything in that regard. Is easily my second favorite track in the rotation. Partially because it reminds me of Mass Effect. Every time. that beginning intro sequence. Very Mass Effect. It's probably why it's the background for a bunch of my tutorials. Oh, I gotta clean some of this up before I can do the shading on it. I'll mess up the shading if I try to shade over it. Reference that will be done with the Army War Painter map white, or the Army Painter War Paint. Did you have kind of a hard title? Somewhat annoyingly, I didn't make a lot of mistakes on the white, so I don't have a whole lot to clean, which means I'm gonna be waiting a lot for these white layers to dry. So the real question, it's probably gonna hit me later, is for some reason the white didn't come out super bright through the airbrush initially. So will this stick out a bunch, and will I have to like kind of blend this together, or like manually do this entire leg to make match? I don't know. Figure it out as the shaders go on. We can wrap up the first step of shading. I don't know if we'll do the second step of shading or the third, but I can definitely finish the first. What I am thinking, I thought, tonight's stream in a little over 3 hours, I think we'll just be continuing this instead of me doing the drawing, because I think there's a good chance the tablet still won't be at full charge, which I don't know how long the battery will last under streaming conditions just yet anyway, so I always intend to start at 100, see how it went. And from there, yeah, I also know I'm gonna be pretty tired. I'm a little tired now. I have to make dinner and do dishes of 5 people. So like their daily dish use, 5 people. And then come back and stream for 3 hours. So I think we're just gonna continue painting because I'm kind of in a pretty good groove right now. And I'm still getting used to that app, and I'm still not the best drawing person anyway. I'm just getting into that medium of doing flat things. So we'll have to just pick that up next week. What app is he used, you don't mind me asking? Talos looks great. Awesome. Oh, bloody worked. I use Infinity Painter. I just got it. It seems really good. I do like it thus far. I'm just still really new to it. And like I said, I'm not like... I'm kind of reverse engineering my knowledge and skill of painting 3D stuff into 2D. I've been sketching for a good number of years, but it's very irregular and it's a very specific thing. So like, you know I can do it with time and application. I can draw some pretty good stuff. It's just doing it at a low energy point. And machine might not even be ready to go. So it's like, yeah, whatever. I'll just plan to do this because this is coming out great, I think. So we'll definitely finish this piece up tonight. We'll pop it on his back. That apparently I forgot to put the chapter logo on, so we'll do that. And then we'll move on to his chest piece and have some fun with doing a shield, because we gotta put something funny on there. Not funny, but something interesting on a Bladeguard Veterans tilt plate. So that'll be tonight. Getting all of that done, like having the full torso and legs together, would be awesome. Oh yeah, and this should be fully dry, so we can finish this too. So we could actually get it all on, like the base ring, get all on there. If I have time. If you have time and want to, I post Talos and Hobbing. Yeah, let's look at it. I've got a couple minutes. Over and under, and here we go. Oh, wow. Yes. Yes. This shall be known. Look at this beauty. For other people's reference, where can this file be found? And do they offer printing services of just, you know, they'll ship you the file printed already? Because, man, this model looks real good. I do like that they remembered the little... Oh. Yeah, not zoom exactly where I wanted to put. The Blood Angel sword. That's such a good bit that they remembered right there. I wonder what... I think it's supposed to be an Aquila. Oh, he defaced his Aquila, right? Yeah, this whole thing. This is the good stuff. Sadly, I don't think so, but Creator gives it for free. That's nice. Post in the Discord under this the link to where other people can grab this, if you don't mind. In case they want that. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. We're just gonna just put in hobbying underneath that picture. I'll pin it. I'm gonna make a resources channel, I think, in the general. So I'll pop it over there too. Yeah, you know what? I'll do that right now. Resources. I mean, channel related. Or no, actually, we'll put that in the general. I'm also gonna put emote merch ideas. Make that in the channel. I mentioned that earlier. So now if you guys have ideas for emotes and merch designs, you can throw them in there. There's a pretty good chance, if they're not like completely stupid, that I will probably make it eventually. I really like community creation like that, honestly. Going to my LGS tomorrow is a mate of mine who's a major Night Lords fan of both of the books and of the chapter. I haven't told him that I got tiles printed. Nice. Nice, that's pretty cool. But I take it I will not see you here during tomorrow's streams. Fair enough. So yeah, it's 5 o'clock. Probably not now. Yeah, that's fair. Totally reasonable. Alright, so 5 p.m. I've gotta go make sure the fam does not kill and eat each other. My folks and 2 sisters. And we're all killers in this family, so might actually happen. The I will attempt to. I'm really excited for this guy. I'm having a lot of fun with this model, and it's cool to know that there's going to be 3 more of this style, more or less. So, yeah. I will catch you around XO. You'll probably be seeing this guy way closer to done next time. And, anyone else is still around today, I will hopefully see you in about 3 hours. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Oh, and my webcam failed entirely, apparently, at some point. I don't know what's going on with that. Yay. Alright, see you guys.